Hi guys, welcome to the Live the Life You Love podcast. I'm your host and VIP coach, Joshua. You can also find me on YouTube on Yoshuabenchristus is the name of my channel. And this episode is very important because it's about unconditional love, as usual in my channel. And it's about how to feel and produce love as given to me by Christ. The words I am speaking are not from myself, not from any other human, but I am speaking them from the vision I have received from above. God Father Mother is at work wherever she chooses to, in honor of his name, and not to the praise of the human being on this earth plane. It is the aim of your long journey through the incarnations on earth to learn unconditional love again, because this way you can let go of all the burdens of human experiences and live in joy and love forever after. Love is the purpose and destination of mankind. Actually, everyone is able to learn unconditional love without any instructions at all, and this is what we should have done a long time ago, many times before entering your mother's womb. For each of your past incarnations, you have thought of chances and opportunities to learn unconditional love in the incarnation to come, advised by wise and loving teachers of light. For all the terrible and painful experiences of your past, your misfortune, your defeats, your ailments, and your innumerous deaths have awakened a deep longing for love in your heart, a longing to learn it for good this time, to finally end this torture by karmic force, the eternal births and eternal deaths once and for all. What were those chances and opportunities? You may have decided that you want to experience some of the following situations. You probably choose several situations so that there would not be just one chance, but a second and a third. Maybe parents that prefer your brother and put you down. Maybe a sister who constantly teases you. Maybe a friend who takes advantage of your trust. Maybe a lover who causes you deepest sorrow. Maybe a beloved child that hates you and wants to do everything its own way. A beloved and trusted business partner who misuses your trust. A brother turned criminal who endangers your public reputation. Maybe a beloved nephew with drug addiction who is constantly asking you for money. Or maybe a beloved husband or wife who deceives you and leaves you in debt as a pauper. For the casting of these sequences, you asked other souls to help you realize your deepest wish. Those who consented were those that loved you most, because their parts would demand to hurt to in your innermost heart, and only a soul who loved you like that could be offering you this self-sacrifice. By the other way, souls asked you to do likewise for them, and you two agreed out of an equally deep love. Now you were born, and the play of incarnation was unfolding again, and the sequences followed as planned, and the actors were playing their parts according to the script, and so the pains and sorrows were unfolding for you, because the people you loved most were doing you wrong. And what did you do? You followed your habits of former incarnations, business as usual. You cried and cried, feeling pity for yourself, and finally developed a stubborn resistance. You became aggressive, hated. You hated this person and everyone else and closed your heart, even built thick walls around it, made of fear. And you decided never to see this person again, never to love anymore, never to trust anymore, because people were mean and would disappoint you anyway. And you grew old, bitter and hard, hateful, sick and lonely. And when you were finally released by death, you realized that you had once again missed the chance of your life to learn love, because you could have decided as a result of conscious process of thinking to just keep on loving this person who had hurt you so much, no matter what that person had done to you, accepting him the way he was, no matter what. And then that painful situation would have ended, giving way to harmony. And your relation to this person and all the other people in your life would have been harmonized too, because you would have been in unconditional love from then on. Yes, my dear brothers and sisters, it is that simple to find unconditional love, and yet it has been the hardest thing of the world for men. It was too hard for them, so hard that God, in her unending love, has decided to show them still another way, an even simpler way to enable them to ascend together with earth, overcoming darkness within themselves. This is what I am offering you here. And now, after ages past, you can rediscover how love feels, so that you may remember and get used to it. And this too is a very useful way to learn love. Actually, you're going the opposite way to the way mentioned above. You are learning to know love as a structured, consciously felt and used power, an energy with which you're able to work and change your life and the world around you and the whole world completely. And also, this way, love is unfolding its magic fully. And so you may, if you want to, finally accept those people you once had loved so dearly and who have hurt you so much, with all your heart, forgiving them, no matter who they were and what they had done to you. When you learn to feel and work with unconditional love, you are producing love yourself. By doing this, you regain the self-responsibility for yourself, your life and your health, and your spiritual advancement. You yourself are the source of unconditional love, but you are never left alone, because you are always guided with loving hands, and your own power is increased by the power of the heavenly help, as you are now in closest contact with God, Father, Mother, because where there is love, there is light. Where there is light, there is love. Light is visible love, the white light containing all colors. Love is sensible love, the gold that is not a spectral color, both visible only with our inner vision. He is loving light. She is lightful love. Light and love are non-polar. You are then producing non-polar energy, and you yourself are then in a non-polar state. While doing this, you are in harmony with cosmic law, above all the first law, love. When you are in love, magic is around you. Nothing can harm you. You are fully protected. Love will be coming towards you because you are giving love. Because as you give, you shall receive. Our wish to heal and to clear ourselves is a message to the spiritual plane, aiming for self-fulfillment. Learn first about the wonderful abilities of your heart chakra. The heart chakra is in the middle of our chest, directly underneath the breastbone or sternum, the bone in the upper part of our chest. And underneath it there is a slight mold. Here the heart chakra is opening, starting from the spine to the front and to the rear. Our subject is the heart chakra in the front, which can produce feelings including unconditional love. This is what we call heart in the meaning of emotions, feelings, and inner quality, not the physical organ towards the left side, which is pumping blood through the body, which is actually in the middle now in new times. Our heart chakra is the connection to all the other chakras. The heart chakra is the source of our love, the source of our ability to feel love. The heart chakra reacts to the finest differences in vibrations and actually measures them like a fine instrument. And with some practice and watchful concentration, you learn to discern distinctly even the finest differences of vibration. When there are low frequency vibrations, it is closing or constricting. The lower the frequency, the faster and stronger the constriction. When there are high frequency vibrations, it is opening or expanding. The higher the frequency, the faster and wider the expansion. It is an instrument to recognize and compare the qualities of all those energies we want to look at. It gives us a lot of information about their character and source. You can also realize their qualities by feeling the mode of constriction and expansion of the heart chakra, as well as by seeing their specific frequency, color, and modulation, especially clear in comparison to other energies. Because of this ability, you can actually regard the heart chakra as a very fine precision instrument and use it that way. And because of those abilities, our heart chakra is able to recognize truth. The heart chakra is able to feel the feelings that are swinging in it. So you can emotionally feel the qualities of the feelings, subjects, or expressions which you are consciously linking to, like love, joy, envy, or fear. Besides, the heart chakra has the ability to follow your thoughts and wishes at once. The vibrations that are swinging in your heart can thus be giving a direction by way of your conscious mind. Our arms and hands are ruled by the heart chakra, and the hands are directly connected to it. And whatever energy swinging in your heart chakra can be given on by your hands, because the palm chakras are directly linked to the heart chakra, as the heart chakra is dominating the arms and hands. And the energies our hands are picking up are leaving us by the way of our hearts through our feet. That is basic for healing help by laying your hands onto yourself or somebody else, what we call energy work. In our heart chakra, we can connect very closely with God by initiation, and when we ask for it in a prayer, we will receive the light and love of God to work with these highest energies. So our heart chakra is truly a miracle because it is the link between us and God, our connection between heaven and earth. And within our hearts, God Father Mother is living. The Holy Trinity is living there, and there we can always speak to Him, her, and also to Christ. Our heart chakra is our way back to God. Now you are learning to handle this miracle in a miraculously beautiful way. Because there will be many dark energies leaving you during this work. You should ask the angels for a light cone around you for as long as you may think is necessary. So get your light cone from your angels, and then please relax now. It is better to stay seated instead of lying down, because you should be concentrated and not fall asleep. Now use your breath as an agent, breathing deeply in and out several times while watching your breath. And while breathing out the next time, direct your conscious mind to your heart chakra. Now ask your heart chakra to open and watch it expand. This is new to you, so you watch your new sensations. Maybe this is the first time you are now consciously feeling a process on a non-material plane, the fourth dimension. Do not doubt yourself. It really can be felt by anyone. Actually, we are feeling many immaterial processes every day without consciously knowing about it. For example, every pain is immaterial, each of our feelings, our thoughts, almost every kind of pressure within the body, and yet they are very real, aren't they? Now go with your heart chakra into resonance with unconditional love. Say just that to yourself while keeping your mind on your heart chakra. I am going into resonance with unconditional love. Or my heart chakra is swinging with unconditional love. Or I'm swinging with unconditional love. Or I am in unconditional love. Immediately, your heart chakra will begin to expand as wide as possible, because love is an extremely high vibrational feeling. Actually, there's none higher. Watch the feeling that is now spreading in your heart. Maybe you're only feeling wide. That is okay. Maybe you also have the impression to stand above everything. Also, that is part of real love. You may also state that unconditional love is not confined to just a certain person. It is impossible to confine it to only one person or one animal. It cannot be done. Either you love or you do not love. It is also impossible now to be angry at somebody. Try it out by thinking of a person you do not like. You do have a problem with it now, don't you? Love is something new and very strange. Feel it now for the first time. We call this to be in love. If your heart chakra is heavily blocked, you may not feel too much. Maybe you do not feel anything at all. Yet, love is vibrating and working with your heart. Trust. Keep on practicing anyway, because love will dissolve your blockages by and by, so that the feeling will return. Consider the fact that in the course of our past incarnations, all of us have built heavy walls of fear around our hearts, so we could not be hurt anymore. But these walls keep out deeper feelings as well, even love. They have turned into our own prisons. Love must tear down these walls by and that will take a while. Next, practice feeling the difference between love and the normal feelings, to feel your heart chakra contracting and closing. Say to yourself in mind while thinking of your heart chakra, I am going into resonance to envy, and at once you will feel your heart chakra contracting at a certain speed. This shows you that you are now feeling a low vibrational energy. When your heart chakra is not too much blocked, you will now feel envy without any cause at all. Funny, isn't it? But because it does not feel too good, go back into love. Now practice as long as you want, balancing from one feeling to the next, feeling the different vibrations, the color of the feeling, the modulation. Experiment sorrow to joy, or grief, fun, loneliness, happiness, hate, fear. heavenly joy, or peace. And whatever you may think of, all feelings are possible. Learn about the differences, pity, compassion, the love I have known so far. Express it like that. And unconditional love, or my joy and the joy of heaven, or how am I feeling and how feel angels, elves, dwarves. Be creative. This way you can learn a lot about feelings. When they are pure, clear, beautiful feelings, your heart widens. Are they dark and low vibrational, the heart contracts. And not all the feelings we have known so far are as noble and high vibrational as we have considered them to be. Do not linger on with the low swinging feelings, because they pull you down, which means that they lower your vibrations. Test all the different qualities of false, misunderstood human love and of unconditional love, and feel the difference yourself. It says more than 1,000 words. I myself love the heavenly humor because I have to laugh even though nobody told a joke, but there was just a feeling felt. Isn't it wonderful what we are able to? Think of what you have missed so far. This new knowledge is the entrance into a new world and a new life for yourself. Unconditional love can be anchored in your heart chakra for the duration of this incarnation by an initiation you can give yourself. Do not underestimate unconditional love. It's a revolutionary, renewing and changing power which will open the gate to a new life, and this life will truly mean a new age for you. Keep on practicing with your heart chakra until you become more and more sure of how your heart feels and works. Compare the vibrations, the qualities of different feelings, different objects and abstract meanings. This way you become more acquainted with the way your heart works and with life. Then take the next step. You can now choose between several possibilities. After you now have learned unconditional love, you thereby are armed against all human sufferings, against any disease, against any pain. When unconditional love is vibrating within your heart, it will by and by dissolve all the darkness in your aura, so you will become full of love, clearer, wiser, healthier, more courageous, more understanding and immune to darkness. This can only happen when you eventually are in unconditional love all the time, when you are living it. And this you can achieve by watching yourself carefully. Try to stay in love for a longer and longer period each time. When you feel that you are out of love, go back into it. Eventually you will succeed more and more often until one day you discover that you are living in love all of the time. You will know this the case when you notice that within your dreams you are in love too, but always remain watchful nonetheless. This way you will notice at once when you have fallen out of love. When learning and living love, you have all the help of the heavenly world, increasingly noticeable so. Ask for this help from deepest heart, and you will surely be heard. But most important of all, live in a deep daily contact with God, meaning only God who is love, God who is light, the creator of all life, the source of love, the source of truth, the source of beauty, God, Father, Mother, the creator of all life. Always address him, her, accordingly, so you show beyond a doubt whom you mean. Or maybe others will answer if you only say God. When you thus learn to live in a new way, very positive changes will soon become apparent concerning yourself, your physical, your psychical and mental health, your human contacts and your experiences in the outside world. This may happen by and by, very softly but very noticeable. This is the most beautiful way to salvation, healing, inner growth, and happiness for everybody. When working with love, there's something very important to consider. When you start to feel love and work with love, this means a complete revolution of your life so far, because of the extremely high vibrations of love. It is actually a revolution of your whole being, of body, mind, and soul. So possibly many dark energies want to leave your system at the same time, and that makes you feel worse at first. This change for the worse is well known to practitioners of homeopathic medicine. In that case, just keep on working with love without any doubt and worry, because love will heal everything, and your holistic being will soon get used to this new and revolutionary energy. So it could also happen that people whom you